Welcome, everyone, to Take the Lead. I am your host, William Kliski.
And I am John O'Halloran, folks at home.
So, John, Timberwolves rookie Anthony Edwards lights up Twitter with dunk of the NBA season.
I did not see it, but I would like to see it.
All right, here you go. I'm going to load it up for you. They're going to show more angles.
Ooh. That guy's like, did I just get dunked on? And it's too bad no fans were there to hype him up. Because if they're fans, that was in Minnesota, so they were home for that game. If there was fans there, that place would have been going nuts.
Oh, 100%. So we just wanted to start off with a legit banger.
That's gross. That dunk was gross.
That was nasty, and I loved it. All right, go ahead. Start with that
Danny Ainge is taking blame for Celtics struggles. Knowledge that the roster might need to be changed. Celtics,
Keep Tatum, please.
Celtics right now are not playing the best basketball. I think they're 15 or 16 and 15 or something like that. They're not playing like they should be right now.
That's still good enough for an Eastern playoff spot, though.
This article came out the 15th. What's today? The
20th.
20th. They were 13, 13 at the time, but I think they're 15 or 14 or something like that. He came on and said, we're not playing what the passion we need. I think the players and the players on the team are on me, Aaron said in an interview with Boston Globe. There are things I could have done better, but I'm not going to mention names. I'll take this responsibility. This is a team that we put together by me, and we're not playing with enough consistency and urgency. And it's my job to look and to see what we can do to improve as a team. But that's always much harder than improving from within.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's right. No, the trade deadline's March 25th, and the thing about Danny Ainge, every time this free agency, he really doesn't do much. I mean,
true.
They need a big man. They did have Al Horford a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But no, you signed Tristan Thompson in the offseason. He's really not a big man that's going to propel you to NBA to get to NBA Finals.
Right.
He just needs to figure this out because, having one title in the last 13 years, 14 years, whatever it's been since the Celtics won one, he's not doing a good job. With Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown already being, 4 or 5 years in the league already, they're going to want to eventually leave Boston and win a championship if Danny Ainge doesn't get the more pieces.
Yeah, I think he will.
Just
need a big man.
There's rumors Andre Drummond wants out of Cleveland. There's a guy you can go get.
Not a fan of him.
He's better than what they have right now.
Yeah, true.
If you look at the Celtics, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're each, I think this will be their second contract coming up. Jaylen Brown has 3 years left on his. Jaylen Brown has 3. Jason Tatum has 4.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that these two can stay in Boston long term. But the NBA is about leaving and joining super teams, going after championships, going out and getting the money.
LeBron.
You start with LeBron. You start with Anthony Davis. You start with Kevin Durant, and
you start with LeBron again.
Yep.
And
I'm afraid it's going to.
Again.
I'm afraid it's going to come at the time where it's going to be. It's going to end up happening with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Danny Ainge doesn't get this figured out.
Yeah, just make the super team in Boston.
Yeah.
Give people the money.
Hopefully he just can figure this out because the Celtics aren't playing good basketball.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I thought at the beginning of the season they were the team to beat in the East, but now with the now you got the Nets, so I don't think the Celtics are the team to beat. Now you got the Nets, the 76ers, but I really hope Danny Ainge will figure something out.
Yeah. So Joel Embiid explodes in 36-year first.
What did he do?
He had a stat line of 50 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, and 2 steals.
It's pretty damn good numbers.
According to StatMuse on Twitter, Joel Embiid tonight 50 points, career high, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 4 blocks. He is the first Sixer with a 50, 15, and 5 games since Wilt Chamberlain in 1968. And Embiid is the first player with that stat line or better since 1985.
Wow. He's a beast.
That was pretty solid outing for Joel Embiid. So, props.
You big baby.
He's not Glenn Davis.
Well, there's a picture of him crying 2 years ago when they lost to the Raptors in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, as he should have. Let's see. Utah Jazz top every major national NBA power ranking list.
Dude, they're playing good right now. They're playing the best basketball I've seen in a while.
The Jazz are the best in the league after winning 20 of their last 22 now because they lost yesterday.
Yeah, I think they're 22-9 or something like that, 22-10.
Here's what the national media says. The hottest team in the NBA has won 20 of its last 22, and it's riding a 9-game win streak to a 24-6 record.
24-6. All right, I wasn't even close, but that's okay.
Insane. The Jazz are doing some of its victories against the league's best, rattling off victories against teams like Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and the Clippers, though L.A. was missing Kawhi and Paul George on Wednesday night. But then they lost to him Friday night.
I think they beat the Lakers last Sunday.
Yeah, probably.
No, I think it was either them or the Nuggets. But no, they're playing good basketball, but I still don't think they're the team to beat in the West.
Yeah, with the way the Jazz are playing, 18 of its last 20 wins have been by double digits. There's a consensus among the national media as of right now. The Jazz are the best team in the NBA.
And they got a good young guy in Donovan Mitchell who's leading that team, who is probably one of my favorite players in the league.
Yeah.
I love watching him.
And for any of you sports gamblers, put your money on the Jazz. No, I have stats for it.
All right, put the one in the Lakers, baby.
So this is Washington Post posted an article called "There's no sure thing in sports gambling, except maybe the Utah Jazz." So with sports gambling expanding all over the place, more and more people are searching for sure things, and there has been no sure thing recently than the Utah Jazz, which has gone 19-1-1 against the spread over its past 21 games.
19-1-1.
Yep.
How's the other one? Losing in overtime?
No, usually the spread will be like you have to win or lose by a certain amount of points.
All right, yeah.
And they probably hit it right on the dot.
Yeah.
So if they're like +3, they won by 3 or whatever. However the numbers worked. You know what I mean? It's the best covering run in the NBA since the Hawks went 19-1 against the spread over a 20-game span from December 2014 to January 2015.
I remember that.
So 6 years. And let's see. Do I have more for the Jazz? Yes. Clippers, back at full strength, stop NBA best Utah Jazz's winning streak. So the Clippers had Kawhi and Paul George back in the lineup last night.
Yep.
And they are able to beat the Jazz after their hot streak they've been on. So, props. I just got to give all the props today.
The 2021 NBA All-Star Game League reveals details for the game skills events on March 7th in Atlanta. The NBA officially announced its plans for the 2021 All-Star Game Thursday afternoon. As police reported, the star-studded exhibition will be held on March 7th in Atlanta at the Hawks' home arena. This has been building for weeks and something that originally wasn't expected to happen at all. The league previously canceled the 2021 event, which was supposed to be held in Indianapolis, but due to COVID-19, the NBA decided before the season started to award Indianapolis a 2024 All-Star Game and complete 2021 without the event. However, after several conversations between the league and the National Players Association, the two sides have come to agreement to put an event will be unlikely in the All-Star Game before. For the first time in league history, the All-Star Game of each of the marquee events will be held on the same day.
Ooh.
The skills and the three-point challenge will take place prior to the start of the All-Star Game, while the slam dunk contest will take place during halftime. The format will follow last year's event using the elm ending when the two teams competed to win. Of the first 3 quarters, each will be 12 minutes. For the fourth quarter, the clock will be turned off and a target score will be set. And whichever team reaches the target score wins the game. Similar to last season when they honored Kobe by factoring it into 24, targeting the final score. The All-Star Stars were announced Thursday with Kevin Durant and LeBron James as captains. I don't like how they do that now with captains picking teams. I like how they used to.
Dumb.
I used to have it was East versus West. Go back to that.
Yeah, put something on the line too.
You know what else I like?
What?
You know how the MLB does the All-Star games.
Yes.
Like if it's home, if National League's hosting it, National League with their home jerseys, American League with their away jerseys.
Yeah.
I want every big four sports to do that. Like I want the NHL to do it. I want the NBA to do it. And I want the NFL to do it. I think that'd be cool.
Instead of just having regular All-Star jerseys.
Yeah, I think
That'd be great.
I like that. I like how the MLB does it. Follow what the MLB does. Come on, guys.
Not that hard.
You wouldn't like. I think it'd be dope to see Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown rocking their green jerseys or the white jerseys.
NFL does that. Their kind of version of it.
With the helmets.
Yeah, where they have their team helmets.
Okay, I guess we can
With the Pro Bowl.
push the NFL away. And NBA does it now, but not really. But they have the All-Star jerseys, but with the logo on the front.
Yeah.
But that doesn't count.
Doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Motherfuckers.
I apologize for that voice. I don't know what came over me. I'm out of basketball, so whenever you're done. It's a text from me. I sent it to you, so I didn't forget. So you can just look at it after.
All right. Kings Darion Fox would like to go to All-Star game if chosen, but says idea isn't any less appealing than it was.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It makes no sense. to
Yeah,
me.
I'm good if I'll go if I'm chosen, but I don't care where I want to go. I don't even know what that means.
He said I definitely could. I could have used a different word. Or explained it differently with the COVID-19 situation, but obviously we're grateful if we're named All-Stars. Fox told the stadium's Shames Karana, probably botched that, but whatever. You bring a bunch of players together, and somebody could be
That
testing
thing wasn't
positive. I get what he's saying right now. Okay, I get what he means. He's talking when someone could test positive for COVID, contact tracing that goes into it. Instead of 2 different teams, it's now 12 to 16 different teams, so that's where I stood on it. What the fuck is he talking about? But if I was named one, I'd go. But that doesn't make the concept any less appealing than it was. So I guess he's talking about...
He's basically saying that instead of 2 teams that are constantly together going to one place, it's just a bunch of players from a ton of different places.
I get what he means, yeah. I mean, I get what players are saying about not having the All-Star game, but if you don't want to play in it, don't play in it.
Yeah.
No, you guys are getting tested every single day.
I think it's dumb to complain and be like, yeah, if I'm chosen, yeah, I'll go.
Knowing that you're getting paid
Does
to play
that make you part of the problem?
You're getting paid to play
about it.
A little injury news. D'Angelo Russell injury update. Timberwolves guard will undergo arthrosarc knee surgery. Will in 4 to 6 weeks.
R.I.P. to the knee.
Right now, Timberwolves have the worst record in the league at 7-20. This article came out February 16th. So I don't know what the record stands now. It's a big loss for the Timberwolves.
Big loss.
I like D'Angelo Russell. Think he's a great player. The 6-year guy was averaging 19.3 points per game on 42% 6 shooting for the Timberwolves. What a crappy year for the Timberwolves. They didn't have Anthony Davis for the longest time due to COVID. Now they're losing their point guard.
They lost everybody. No Butler either.
No, Ricky Rubio's only started 10 games a season. He will take over point guard duties.
Ricky Rubio's back with the Timberwolves?
Yep. Malik Beasley having a career season averaging 20.9 points per game over 40% shooting from beyond the arc. So maybe the tandem of Ricky Rubio, Mike Beasley, Anthony Edwards, and
Mike Beasley.
No,
did you hear that
Malik
correctly?
Beasley.
Oh, I was about to say, when did he come back?
Remember he got drafted?
Yeah, 2nd overall.
Yeah, and everyone thought it was gonna be great, and he ended up fucking just smoking weed and not giving a crap.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with smoking weed. I don't do it.
Fun stuff.
Draymond Green. I don't think we mentioned his name in a minute on this podcast.
That's probably
calls out hypocrisy of how players.
Hypocrisy.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Of how players. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And how players and teams are treated during trade talks. Let's see what this jackass had to say.
This jackass.
I just don't like him.
I don't either. So I get it.
I would like to talk about something that's really bothering me, and it's the treatment of players in this league. To watch Andre Drummond before the game sit on the sideline, then go to the bat, and then come out in street clothes because a team is going to trade him. Because when James Harden asked for a trade, and essentially dogged it. I don't think there was no surprise or there's no one's going to fight back that James was dogging it his last is in Houston. But he was castrated for wanting to go to a different team, and everybody destroyed that man. And yet a team can come out and say, oh, we want to trade a guy, and then that guy is to go sit. And if he doesn't stay professional, then he's a cancer, and he's not good in someone's locker room, and he's the issue. And we've seen situations of Harrison Barnes getting pulled off the bench. DeMarcus Cousins finding out that he's traded in an interview after the All-Star game. And we continue to let this happen. But I got fined for stating my opinion of what I thought should happen with another player. But teams can come out and continue to say, oh, we're trading guys, we're not playing you. And yet we're to stay professional. At some point, as players, we need to be treated with the same respect and have the same rights that the team can have. Because as a player, you're the worst person in the world when you want a different situation. But a team can say they're trading you, and that man is to stay in shape. He is to stay professional. And if not, his career is on the line. At some point, this league has to protect the players from embarrassment like that. We talk all of this stuff about you can't do this, you can't say that publicly. If you say that publicly, you're fine. Anthony Davis got fined, I think, $100,000 or something like that for demanding a trade publicly. But you can say Andre getting traded publicly, and we're looking to trade him publicly, and he's to stay professional and just deal with it. But then when Kyrie Irving say, oh, my mental health is off, everybody go crazy about that too. Do you not think that affects someone mentally? As much as we put into this game to be...
I'm sick of hearing him.
A bunch of excuses.
I mean...
the only good point he had was just saying you want to trade publicly.
Yeah, you don't go. You don't
say that.
Yeah, you don't go and do. You said they shouldn't or should.
Should.
They should.
They should be allowed to. Yes.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong. If I'm on a team, because Anthony Davis has been in the league since 2012, I think, and I don't know how many times he made the playoffs when he was with the Hornets and when they changed over the Pelicans. If I'm in the league for that long and I'm on a team that's constantly always in the draft lottery, I'm gonna say, you know what? I've been here for 6-7 years. I want out.
Yeah, but the thing is, you should be able to say you want to be traded without public backlash. Just end it there.
Yeah.
You don't need to talk negatively about anyone. Just like, this team isn't a fit for me anymore.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Just simple. It's like, I want to play for another team.
I mean, that's probably one of the only points I'll ever agree with Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Lakers LeBron James earns warning from NBA after theoretical flop against the Grizzlies.
Mr. Flop at it again.
It's right here.
Yeah, let's see this flop. Let's see this flop. Oh, hold on.
Oh my
Do they
God.
show a replay? Yeah, let's see it. What an idiot. Why are the rims so noisy?
I didn't hear that. It was like, dung.
And you heard it on the dunk, too, with the...
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that clip, I mean, I'm sure you guys have. Just go check it out.
Yeah.
LeBron's my favorite player, but, dude, come on. Since you've been in the league.
Hey, John. For the audio listeners, I poked him and he flailed.
I just...
Thank you for knowing what I was going for.
You're welcome.
Kaylee banging.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Dylan Brooks, who made contact with LeBron, fell to the floor. His son Brooks laughed as he turned away, and teammates were equally confused. But the best reaction came from the Grizzlies progress team, who simply just couldn't believe that LeBron got away with it. Are you serious? Are you kidding me, man? That's awful, horrible, whatever. Other words you can come up with that are symptoms with those. That's what that was. Unfortunately for the Grizzlies, for the rest of the league, he'll probably keep getting away with it because he's the best player in the world. A warning is only that, a warning. That won't be any real punishment unless the league determines he'll flop again, at which point could start fines, and even that will cost $5,000 to LeBron James.
Are you serious?
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me, man? You got this is getting out of hand, man. This is getting out of hand.
Want to know where LeBron should take his talents once his contract ends?
To Hollywood,
I was gonna say to the soccer field.
to the soccer field, because he
Yeah.
flops.
Yep.
No, LeBron James is like, dude,
So wussy,
all the flops he's done.
big time flopper.
It's just not only him, it's every player in the league, but mostly him.
Hey John, what does LeBron James order when he goes to Burger King?
Fish fillet.
A flopper.
But whenever the $5,000 if he gets fined,
Yeah.
that's nothing to LeBron James.
literally is.
That's literally like 25 cents in change to LeBron. $5,000? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. If someone LeBron asks someone fine LeBron 5,000, that'd be like fining me 1/10 of a cent.
Where's LeBron James' net worth?
I find this on the web.
Good audio watch, John. What does it say though? You can read your watch. What is it?
500 million.
Let's see if my Echo has the same answer. Alexa, what is LeBron James's net worth? 480 according to
So
Alexa. So we'll say 500, and then I'll do this. Alexa, what is 5,000 divided by 500 million?
A fucking cent, basically.
So that's like 1,000th of a cent.
Just
Or no, that's like that. Hold on, that is like that way less than 1% of his net worth.
it's nothing.
Yeah, it was like 1/10,000th of a percent of
If I got-
LeBron
if
James'
I
net
got-
worth.
I find $5,000. Yeah, I'd be fucking broke.
If you find 5,000, you're rich. Oh, fined. I think you said fined.
No, fine,
Oh,
$5,000.
Different
If
kind
we
of
him
fines.
and I got fined $5,000,
There
we'd be
goes my
broke.
savings.
Yep. Little baseball.
Yes. Former MLB star Johnny Damon
Saw this,
speaks
I saw
out after
this.
DUI arrest in Orange County.
I saw this. It's not funny. Drunk
Why are you
driving is
laughing?
drunk. No, because it's funny. Because I saw this yesterday. I was gonna save it, and I didn't. Drunk driving is not funny. If you guys call somebody, don't be fucking stupid.
So police noted in their report that they informed him the breath alcohol test performed him revealed he was nearly 4 times the legal limit.
My jaw dropped when I read that. Come on, Johnny. You're smarter than that.
The test was performed after he was pulled over for driving erratically through the streets of Windermere. Walking out of Orange County Jail, Damon seemed to regret his arrest. I apologize, and hopefully I can answer more questions later on.
Answer more questions later on.
Yeah.
If you were smart, you'd have texted one of your friends, said, "Hey, I kind of had too much. Can you come to the bar and pick me up?" Or call somebody. Call an Uber. Yes, rich people. There is such thing as Uber, but you don't want to
Yep.
take it.
Damon's public persona is now taking a hit with an arrest for DUI and resisting arrest without violence.
What's arrested? That's 2 big things right there.
Yeah. Let's see. Windermere police saw his SUV heading west into town on Conroy Windermere Road, crossing the double yellow line. On Main Street, police said he struck a curb and once on Chase Road nearly struck a guardrail. Officers stopped Damon outside the Lake Butler Sound community. His wife, Michelle, was in the passenger seat. Police noted Damon was extremely unsteady on his feet and his speech was extremely slurred. He told police he'd been at the London House, a private club, and had just a little bit to drink.
A little bit. Blowing 4 times the legal limit. A little bit.
Yeah. A record show Damon blew a .3 and a .294. Legal
Oh
limit's
my
.08.
God.
Officers informed Damon his breath results were nearly 4 times the legal limit. At one point, his wife, Michelle Mangan Damon, I guess they combined her last name with his, broke free from police and ran toward the community guardhouse. Both were arrested. I really can't say much because it's an ongoing thing, but I will never put myself, my loved ones, or put anybody in harm's way getting behind a vehicle, Damon said.
So he resisted arrest. His wife decided to run away from the cops. You two are probably looking at jail time.
There is body camera footage of the traffic stop, although the main officer on the scene indicated his camera was knocked off while scuffling with the Damons. Police said it may take up to 2 weeks before the video is ready to be released.
Call somebody. And for your wife to run away from cops, she's just stupid as you.
Yep.
I see you for leaving the Red Sox.
Yeah. I see you have Tim Tebow on your screen.
Yes, guys. Tim Tebow retires from professional baseball after 5 years in the Mets farm system.
With a solid batting average of 0-0-0, 0 home runs, 0 RBIs, 0 singles, 0 doubles, 0 triples, 0 walks, 0 strikeouts, 0 whip. No, that's a pitching one. OBP. I don't know why that was for a hard to remember. Had a massive brain fart. I was listening too many zeros. I forgot everything.
Tim Tebow, 33, signed with the Mets in September of 2016, despite not having played organized baseball since high school. Across parts of 3 minor league seasons, Tebow batted 223, 299, 338 with 18 home runs, 48 doubles, and 5 stolen bases, 287 games.
It's good for the Miners.
Yeah. He's the Senate. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to have Tebow in our organization. It's been he's been a professional during his 4 years with the Mets. Mets president Sandy Alderson said in a statement released by the team, but by reaching the AAA level in 2019, as he far exceeded expectations when he first entered the system in 2016, he should be very proud about his accomplishments. He said, "I want to thank." I thank the Mets, Mr. Alderson, and the fans and all my teammates for the chance to be part of a great organization, Tebow said in the same statement. I loved every minute of the journey at the time that I called it in other directions. I never want to be partially on anything. I always want to be 100% on whatever I choose. Thank you for everyone's support. This is awesome journey in baseball. I'll cherish my time as a Met." And he said, #Let's go Mets. Prior to signing with the Mets, Tebow earned fame as a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback at the university with the Gators. In the NFL, he made 16 starts in 3 seasons, helped Denver reach the playoffs in 2011. Since 2014, Tebow has worked as a college football analyst. No, it's me being a Tim Tebow fan from college, through the NFL and through now. I'm kind of bummed out he made the MLB. Now, I think it would have been cool if he made the MLB, especially if fans were allowed, if the Mets play the Red Sox and Tim Tebow played. I would have gone to Fenway to go see Tim Tebow. I know he did play against our minor league team, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, a couple times, but I never made those games. He should be proud. Not too many people can say they played. Well, I don't know how many people can say they played in the NFL then tried their hand in baseball. I know Deion Sanders did it. He played in the NFL and MLB. Yeah. But no, Tim Tebow should be proud. I mean, didn't have a bad minor league career. No, I don't know how many people really hit 18 home runs, 48 doubles, and in 287 games.
Who knows with the Miners?
No,
we don't follow. We watch Fisher Cats, baby. Want to talk about Fernando Tatis?
Dude, 14 freaking years.
Third richest contract in MLB history.
$340 million extension.
14 years, $340 million.
I saw this posted on Instagram because he has no trade clause. So
yeah,
he's 14 years. He's gonna be on the Padres. It was this. How old are you gonna be when Fernando Tatis Jr.'s contract officially ends with the Padres in 14 years?
I'll be 39.
I'm not saying my age because it's
43.
I think I'll be 41, either 41 or 42. Holy shit, I'll be fucking old.
You're turning 28, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 41.
I'm be fucking old.
We'll be old, man.
I'm gonna be one of those people. One of those people in the grocery store that has to park in the front because I'm too old to walk and my knees will hurt.
We're gonna be here 14 years later doing Take the Lead, still having 6 subscribers on YouTube. Talking about how Fernando Tatis' contract is finally over.
But Shit, 14 years, man. I just
Nuts.
how does this happen in baseball? I don't see any other sport.
Especially with contracts being guaranteed.
Yeah.
Nuts. I guess people just want the security.
He's only 22 years old, which is still good for the Padres. Still young.
Yeah.
Uh,
I saw a picture. I forget where it was. It was like
I think I know what picture you're talking about. It was him, Mike Trout,
Pujols
and
and
Eric Hosmer, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It was like this picture.
I thought it was Machado.
And I think Machado and Eric Hosmer was in there, and it was
Eric Hosmer doesn't count. Someone in the replies cropped it, so he didn't matter. It's just the 4 people.
Aw, poor Eric Hosmer. That's mean.
Well, he doesn't make hundreds of millions of dollars.
They did sign a big contract, but I know what picture you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was said this picture.
I saw it was like this picture's worth like $1 billion.
Yeah,
or
it's like
something.
$1.5 billion.
Yeah.
Holy shit. No, 22 has thrived through his young career in 143 games across 2 seasons with the Padres. He's batted .301, .374, .582 with 154 OPS with 39 home runs, 27 stolen bases. He won the Silver Slugger last year, finished third in NL MVP voting. This is the best benchmark. Yeah, I'm just reading the article. This best benchmark at this time is service level is Alex Bregman, who signed a 6-year extension worth $100.6 million with the Astros in March 2019. 6-year deal will buy out Tatis' 4-year remaining of team control plus two free agent years, and allow him to become a free agent at 27. That contract values Bregman's free agent years at $30.5 million apiece. If we stick with that and turn the 6-year deal into a 15-year deal, we're talking $375 million guaranteed. What the hell are they talking about? They talking about? I thought Tatis can't become a free agent. It says he become a free agent at 27.
How old is he now?
How old is Alex Bregman? All right, so they're talking about Alex Bregman becoming a free agent at 27 because these can't be traded. It turned out these basically hit that mark 14 years instead of 15, hence lower overall. Tatis' $340 million extension, once finalized, will become the largest in Padres franchise history, breaking the record set by Tatis' fellow member on the left side infield, Manny Machado, $300 million. It also becomes the third largest contract in MLB history with Mike Trout and Mookie Betts. Largest contract in MLB history, Mike Trout at number 1, Mookie Betts, and Tatis Jr. I just can't believe how much money these athletes make just to swing a freaking baseball bat. And sometimes just throw do you see pitchers getting crap like this too?
Yeah.
No, Tatis, he definitely earns it. One of the best players in baseball.
Yeah.
Padres on the rise. They got you. They just signed. I think they signed you, Darvish, or got him in a trade. Padres could be, at the thorn in the neck of the Dodgers.
Oh yeah. We'll see what
But I don't
happens.
think they will, because Mookie, I hope you get another World Series.
We root for our homegrown players, even when they leave us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Red Sox, for trading him.
Go Tom. New York Yankees and Brett Gardner agreed to a 1-year, $4 million deal.
He's back.
He's back in New York.
Roberto must be happy.
I wonder who else is back.
Who?
Domingo Germán.
Why does that name sound familiar?
He was returned to the New York Yankees after a lengthy suspension for violating MLB's domestic
right.
violence policy.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last year.
Reliever Zach Britton said of Germán to reports Thursday, "I don't agree with what he did. I don't think it has any place in the game or off the field at all."
So Zach Britton's saying he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Well, yeah, you don't.
That's literally the whole article, just 2 paragraphs.
When you don't put your hands on a woman,
No,
it doesn't matter what happens. Do not put your hands on a woman, as
Or
you all
man.
should know that.
don't put your hands on anybody.
No.
I'm
just
have any
kidding.
more baseball?
No, I got motherfucking football.
All right, football. Let's start with another former player, just like we started baseball. Ex-NFL player Kellen Winslow II
I saw this.
faces 14 years after new plea deal for sex crimes. Did you see what he did?
No.
So, Oh, wow. Yeah, I already read this and I'm shocked again. Former NFL tight end Kellen Winslow II agreed Friday to accept a 14-year prison sentence for raping a homeless woman and assaulting 2 other women. Winslow, 37, agreed to changes to a previous guilty plea in order to avoid a potential 18-year sentence. In 2019, Winslow was convicted of raping a 58-year-old homeless woman in Encinitas, California. Facing a retrial and other charges, he later pleaded to raping an unconscious teenager in 2003 and to the 2018 sexual battery of a 54-year-old hitchhiker in Encinitas, California.
Dude, you got the money in the world. You're an former NFL player. Go out and freaking buy it.
That plea deal capped his sentence at 18 years. On Friday, a San Diego County Superior Court judge approved a change in which Winslow's sexual battery plea was replaced with a guilty plea to assaulting the hitchhiker with the intent to commit rape. That brought the potential sentence down to 14 years, and Winslow will be sentenced next month.
Good.
His sentencing had been scheduled for last year, but it was postponed because of court closures caused by the coronavirus pandemic. Winslow was drafted by the Browns in 2004, spent 4 seasons with the team by being named to the Pro Bowl in 2007. He also played for the Bucks, Patriots, and Jets, and his last season was 2013.
Yep, I remember him playing for the Patriots.
Yep.
I got no words.
Scum. That's it.
I mean, you're an NFL player, former NFL player. You got money in the bank. If you want, to get laid so bad,
You could.
go down the street
To a bar.
to a bar. Not only a bar. There's certain professional women do for a job that stand on the side of a corner.
Yeah. Just take a play out of Barney Stinson's playbook.
Yeah.
Hope you got that reference, people.
Just drive downtown wherever you're from and see all the
Just wear your jersey.
professional sex workers and say, I want that one, I want that one.
Here's the $1,000.
Yeah. I mean, dude, raping a homeless woman, raping a unconscious teenager, like what the hell? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's disgusting.
Dumbass. Idiot. Scum.
Um,
Dick.
in more sad news,
Harsh.
the Eagles have officially traded Carson Wentz to the Colts for a 2020 third-round pick and a possible 2022 first-rounder.
Why is it only possible 2022 first round?
I think it's a play in 75 of his snaps or something like that, or 70% of the Colts' offensive snaps, and the Colts make the playoffs.
Okay.
No, it's over in Philly. Carson Wentz is over in Philly.
Yep.
They sent him to the Colts, like I just said. The Colts have made the playoffs in 2020 with 11-5 record, and Philip Rivers as the quarterback. Wentz is heading to the team that has the head coach he trusts in Frank Rich, which I'm so happy that Frank Rich is there. I think he's going to be able to get back to Carson Wentz where he was when his MVP form a couple years back. And they run a similar offense as what Wentz ran when he developed into one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL over his first 2 seasons. Indianapolis has an offense that has allowed the second fewest sacks in the league. Last year, tied 21 tie with Green Bay, and features a young, skilled players that include Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. As for snaps, Wentz played 66% of his snaps in 2018, 99% in 2019, and 72% in 2020 before he was benched. He played over 75% of the snaps teams 3 times in 5 seasons. Philadelphia has declined a deal. Philadelphia Philadelphia had a deadline to deal Wentz, who was due $10 million roster bonus on March 19th. The $10 million would be a financial gap charge with the trade. Philadelphia's cap charge or dead money would consist of $33 million of a bonus left in Wentz's contract. Hence why the Eagles dealt Wentz. That's a bummer. It really is. And I was really hoping, Carson Wentz could get back to his MVP. Well, would have been MVP season if he didn't get hurt a couple of years back, but just constant injuries and just the I think the Eagles failed him as a quarterback. I really do. Even though he did go 35-32 and 1 as a starter, it was a Pro Bowler in 2017. He was the first Eagles quarterback to throw for over 4,000 yards in a season. But no, it just really sucks. It does.
Want to hear a fun fact about Carson Wentz?
Yep.
Apparently, he and Doug Peterson didn't talk for 8, 9,
Yeah.
10 weeks during the
saw that.
season. During the season.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nuts.
No, obviously this season was a disaster for Wentz and the Eagles. Wentz threw a league high 15 career interceptions while going 3-8-1 as a team starter. His last snap as an Eagle took place in Week 13 loss to the Packers when he was benched for Jalen Hurts. Like I said, I think the Eagles failed him. They didn't really bring enough weapons around him when he was in Philadelphia. Now him going to Indianapolis, like I said, he's got Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. You can't forget about T.Y. Hilton, who's still can put up good numbers. Since Carson Wentz has been in the league, this was his running backs. His first year, his running backs were Brian Marshall, Devin Sproles, Terrell Wilson. I never heard of Brian Marshall or Terrell Wilson. His wide receivers were Nelson Aguilar, Darrell Green Beckham, Jordan Matthews, Bryce Triggs, Paul Turner. His tight ends were Trey Burton, Prince Selleck, Zach Ertz. Really can't complain about Zach Ertz. In 2017, those running backs were Jay LeGarrette Brown, Nelson Aguilar, Shelton Gibbs, Matt Collins, Alshon Jeffrey, Marcus Johnson, Torrey Smith. Same wide receivers as tight ends as the year before. 2018, his targets were what the hell was it? It's not going to show in this one.
You can do it.
Well, this one's not showing, but he did not have a lot of targets in Philadelphia. There it is. His running backs were Josh Allen, Boston Scott, Wendell Smallwood, Darren Sproles. His wide receivers were Nelson Aguilar, Shelton Gibbs, Alshon Jeffrey, Jordan Matthews, Golden Tate, Mike Wallace, Zach Ertz, Dallas Gart, Richard Rodgers. 2019 was Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Nelson Aguilar, still JJ, Arcee Whiteside, absolute garbage. D'Anthony Barrett, Robert Davis, Shelton Gibson, Greg Word. His tight ends still Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, Joshua Perkins, Richard Rodgers. The Eagles they didn't surround him with good targets. Only good targets were really Zach Ertz.
Yeah. And it showed because he kept going to him.
It just, as an Eagles fan, it sucks. I was really hoping he would finish his career as an Eagle, but you know what? I really hope he goes to Indianapolis and just succeeds. I hope he turns it around. I hope he brings Super Bowls to the Colts. I really do.
Yeah. Continue with Carson Wentz before we change the topic. I saw you brought up another article about
Eagles facing largest dead cap in NFL history as a result of the trade with the Colts.
Now, John, explain for idiots like myself, what does dead cap mean? I'm sure it's in the article.
Philadelphia will take on a $33.8 million dead cap space by trading Wentz, the largest single dead cap. I think dead cap is when they still paying it, I believe.
Let's see. NFL free agency. Use the term dead money. Simply put, dead money is the salary cap space a team must allocate to a particular player who has been cut.
Yep, so they'll still be paying him.
Yep. It serves as a device to ensure that every dollar a team has paid players is eventually allocated to that team's salary cap, and while there are several complexities in calculating dead money, this article seeks to provide the reader with the basic understanding of the general idea. Assume the New York Saints sign John Doe to a 5-year, $25 million contract, $17.5 million guaranteed. The terms contract include $10 million bonus due at signing and separate workout bonuses worth $500,000 each that are payable once Doe has satisfied the off-season workouts. So, let's see. Base salary for the 5 years is 13, signing bonus is 10, miscellaneous 2. In the table above, the year's salary cap calculated for John Doe's contract. However, the salary cap hits often differ from the amount of money a player was actually paid that year. One reason a cap hits differ from the amount actually paid is that teams may prorate signing bonuses throughout the life of the contract. Table shows below when the money in Doe's contract is actually scheduled to be paid. Yep, okay. A little bit different. Fast forward 3 years after 2015 season, the Saints are considering cutting Doe. So far, the Saints have paid Doe $15.8 million. However, Saints have only taken a total of $11.8 million in cap hits attributed to John Doe. If the Saints cut Doe before 2016, they'd have to satisfy the terms of the contract before he could be released. With those contract guarantees, they received 70.5, and the Saints have paid him a total of 15.8. Hence, New Orleans would need to pay John Doe the remaining 1.7 million he was guaranteed before he could be cut. Okay, that makes sense. Whew. That was a quick lesson on dead money for you.
So this is the 5 largest dead caps in NFL history. Carson Wentz is number 1 at 33.8 million. Jared Goff, 22.2 million. Brandon Cooks, 21.8 million. Antonio Brown, 21.2 million. And Matthew Stafford, 19.9 million.
Dang.
Now that Wentz contracts in particular off the books in Philadelphia, here's how much cap of the Colts will the Colts be paying. 2021 will be 25.4, 2022 22 million, 2023 25 million, 2024 26 million.
They got a deal in 2022, only paying him 22 million.
No, I wonder how Brad feels. If you guys don't know Brad is
Brad liked it.
He did?
Yeah.
Good.
Ready to switch?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tom Brady. So Tom Brady dunks on critics by producing all the slides of him on a social media post. He made a video,
Mhm.
and he put it on Twitter the other day, and he captioned it, "I love talk radio." Ready to watch it?
Yeah.
Full screen this bad boy. Let's play.
He's a week away from the arthritis, baby. Give it to him. Tom Brady has not been good this year.
Tom Brady's just about done. He is going to fall off a cliff.
At this age, I don't think he's capable of doing what some of the other guys on that list are doing.
Tom Brady is an old ass man. His time is over.
He's 42 years old and it kind of looks like it this year.
It doesn't feel like Tom Brady's out here.
Unless you believe that he is somehow superhuman, it's a much safer bet to imagine that he is going to fall off the cliff. Coyote style. Meet me.
I'm not gonna lie. Tom Brady is probably my favorite athlete on social media.
Oh, yeah.
For doing stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun. Do you think he wins another?
No.
I'm gonna send this clip to Tom Brady when he wins it next year.
No, I think he's done. I think he'll be at 7.
All right. Again, I'm gonna send this clip to him when he wins it next year.
All right.
You'll be in the next montage, John.
Sweet. Tom Brady will know who the fuck I am.
No, your name's not on the video. I'm just gonna send the clip. Like my buddy dissed you a year ago.
You're not getting another ring, Tom. Done. 7, that's it. No more.
So, this one's a quick one. NFL increases 2021 salary cap minimum to $180 million.
I like how Carson Wentz is not on the Eagles anymore.
Yep. Oh, that was it.
For a little fun fact.
Fun fact time.
If you guys listen to this podcast, hopefully you guys do, go to your dad, your brother, your friend, text your friend, and ask him a little trivia question. Tom Brady helps LaShawn McCoy join short list of Super Bowl winners who have pulled off this rare
I know
rare
what
feat.
I know what the feat
Yep.
is. But I probably have it wrong anyways. But
Although he was inactive list for the Tampa Bay's 31-9 win over the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl, he'll definitely be getting a ring, which marks the second year in a row that the running back has been on the winning side in the Super Bowl. Back in 2019, McCoy won his first career ring while playing for the Chiefs. Amazingly, though,
didn't play in that game either.
Nope. He's won 2 rings despite the fact that he didn't play a single snap in the Super Bowl.
That's hilarious.
But by playing on the winning team this year, McCoy joined a rare list of players who won 2 Super Bowls in a row by beating the team they once played for.
That's awesome.
To make this list, not only do you have to win a Super Bowl, you have to sign with another team during the offseason to make it back to the Super Bowl with your new team and face a team that you let you walk away in free agency.
That means switching conference.
Yep. Only 3 players have done that. Brandon Bowner did it with the Seahawks. Then he did it with the Patriots, who beat the Seahawks. Chris Long did it, one with the Patriots and one with the Eagles, who beat the Patriots. LeGarrette Blount did it with the Patriots, then did it with the Eagles, who beat the Patriots.
Patriots are popular on that list
I know.
because they make it to the Super Bowl every other year.
Although Brady isn't on this list, he was probably more than happy to help McCoy get a second Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
Brady was World Super Bowl MVP after throwing for 220 yards, 201 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Now, I see a lot of people giving crap to LeSean McCoy. Oh, you didn't play a single snap. You didn't play a single snap in the Super Bowl. A ring's a ring.
Made it to the Super Bowl. You'll never get one.
Nope. Winning last year was nice. Winning this year will be great too, McCoy said before the Buccaneers win, via the Philadelphia Inquirer. But I do wish that I could have won. Oh, this hurts. I wish I could have won one when I was an Eagle. I mean, that's where I started. I feel like I sacrificed so much back when I was rolling and playing well. I didn't get those championships like I wanted, but it's playing off now. I did all the hard work, and then in receiving the rewards now, I have 2 rings on my finger, and I'll be able to look back at the things I did to get there. No, I really wish he went as an Eagle. I really did. I really thought that team was going to win one when it was him. Michael Vick at the helm with Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin. But then some little coach decided to come in named Chip Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Trade LeSean McCoy to the Bills for Kiko Alonso. Awful trade. Boot Deshaun Jackson to the side. That hurts, but when you go at this podcast, go up to your dad, text one of your friends, be like, hey, name 3 players that won a Super Bowl. Then after the that year, they went to another team won the Super Bowl. Let's see if they get it, because I guarantee you they won't, because I didn't know that list was even real.
Yeah, I didn't know that list was a thing either.
And another thing, ask your friends and your family, who was the first Mr. Irrelevant to win the Super Bowl? Ryan Suckup made the made last place history by becoming the first Mr. Irrelevant to win a Super Bowl.
That's awesome.
Mr. Irrelevant is a title given to the last player taken in the NFL draft, and it has been used since 1976. The current 7-round format in the NFL draft was introduced in 1994. Suckup is the only Mr. Irrelevant to win a Super Bowl after playing the big game. Suckup and former New England Patriots linebacker Matty Moore are the only 2 Mr. Relevant selections to play in the Super Bowl. Moore played in the Super Bowl in 1996 against the Green Bay Packers and got a ring with the Patriots in 2001, but didn't play in that Super Bowl because he was reserved.
Yeah.
Suckup owns the title of Best Mr. Irrelevant in NFL history, selected as the final pick in 2009. Suckup has kicked 12 seasons in the NFL with 3 teams, the Kansas City Chiefs, Tennessee Titans, and the Buccaneers. Suckup has converted 83% of his field goal attempts in his career and 96.3% of his extra point attempts. He's made 93.1% of his extra points attempts. 2 or 3 of 218 since the league has moved extra point attempt back since 2015. Suckup has converted 28 of 31% field goal attempts this season, 90.3%, and 52 of 57 extra points attempts, 91.2%. Last season with the Bucs in the postseason, Suckup was perfect. I think it's supposed to be Buccaneers of 9 field goal attempts of 12 to 13 on point attempts 93.2. So with this more trivia, you can stump with your friends. That's nothing I didn't know. Congratulations to Ryan Suckup becoming the first Mr. Irrelevant to win the Super Bowl.
Congratulations.
Eagles are expected to cut or trade former Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz.
Oh, can you imagine if they just straight up cut him? Like, get out of here.
I mean, they're trying to save that money, but
Yeah.
back to Carson Wentz. If you know he has injury history, don't sign a big contract like that.
For real.
Zach Ertz is braced enough. I really hope they don't trade him, but I think it's going to happen. Ertz has long been speculated of a 2021 salary cap, entering the final year of his 5-year, $42.5 million extension signed in 2016. In fact, the Eagles reportedly attempted to trade the former Super Bowl champion ahead of the 2020 in-season deadline, but the tight end's high ankle sprain, which sidelined him for more than a month, prevented the club from striking a deal. It's unclear what Ertz's trade value would be entering his age 30 campaign, but the Eagles were expected to kick off a major rebuild under new staff, which save at least $44.7 million in cap space. Ooh, $4.7 million. I actually want to talk about the Patriots.
Let's hear it.
Right now they need a quarterback because it sounds like Cam Newton is not coming back. What about Marcus Mariota?
I was a fan of him coming to the NFL, but he kind of disappointed. The thing is, running quarterbacks don't really win.
No, they don't.
So,
so it's right now just predicting it could be Raiders get a 2021 fourth round pick. Patriots get Marcus Mariota. Patriots, they do need a quarterback because Cam Newton obviously didn't work up, and then you can't blame Cam Newton. There was no preseason. They signed him in July, so you didn't really have time to prepare. What about a guy like Ben Roethlisberger? I know he's 39 years old.
I could see him coming to the Pats. Is that what you're meaning him coming to the Pats?
Yeah.
I could see it.
No, because he can come to the Patriots. He has Damon Harris. He has Sony Mitchell. Over in Pittsburgh this year, he didn't have a running game. James Conner didn't really cut it. Benny Snell didn't really cut it. I don't see Aaron Rodgers coming to New England. I don't see Deshaun Watson coming to Cleveland. What about possible if the Bears end up getting Deshaun Watson? What about Mitchell Trubisky? The last couple games of the season, he threw 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, completed, I think it was 70 to 75% of his passes. He's still a young quarterback. I think he could work well with Bill Belichick.
I'll only accept Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Because I don't think that, I think the quarterbacks are in the upcoming draft, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, obviously Trevor Lawrence, they won't be there. Unless the Patriots wait until 15 if Mac Jones is still there out of Alabama. I don't know, because I heard on the radio that they were talking about quarterbacks. I heard Marcus Mariota. That really gave me interest, and they said Mitchell Trubisky. I don't see him going after Ben Roethlisberger, with Ben Roethlisberger being 39 years old. They just kicked Tom Brady out of town last season. That's another reason why I don't see him bringing Aaron Rodgers in. What's the point of bringing a guy that's almost 40 in when you just kicked out Tom Brady?
Right, exactly. But Aaron Rodgers is still good.
Yes.
As well.
Bills are the latest team to show interest in free agent J.J. Watt, and feeling is mutual. The Bills are one of the teams named by ESPN's Ed Reuter when I reported last week that apparently a dozen teams had shown interest in Watt since the Texans released him. The Bills are coming off an impressive 13-3 season, which ended in an NFC Championship loss game to the Chiefs. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs became a dynamic duo that was unstoppable on the offense, and the defense improved last year. Went on as well. Bills also employ a scheme that features a 4-down lineman, which could something attract Watt. Steelers are also considered to be favorable to land Watt since he has a connection to the brothers T.J. Watt and Derek Watt. Are on the is another team that obviously are showing interest in him. Also, the Browns are interested in him. Watt is seriously considering the Browns. Oh my God, him and Myles Garrett in the same defense. If I'm a quarterback, I look and I see Myles Garrett. I look and I see J.J. Watt. I'm crapping my pants saying, all right, I'm going to eat this ball down the field as far as I can before one of these guys can get me.
For real, man. For freaking real.
So the odds for the teams who land J.J. Watt, the Browns are minus 125. The Packers are plus 500. Steelers are plus 550. Bills are plus 700. The Buccaneers are plus 750. The Ravens are plus
1,000.
1,000. The Patriots are 12.
Putting my money on the Pats.
Cowboys are 14. Colts are 14. Rams 14. 49ers 16. The Titans 18. And that's all really all I got. I got no more.
I got no more as well. So, John, where can they find you on the social medias?
Well, I originally wanted to say in the beginning, but I forgot because
Okay.
I don't know how many of you guys even listened towards the end. You guys can follow my Instagram at JohnO'Halloran15. You can follow my Twitter _John_O'Halloran.
And you can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at William McCluskey. You can follow the show on both Twitter and Instagram at TTL Pod. Please rate, review, and subscribe on your preferred listening platform. Subscribe on YouTube for the video version of the show.
Share it to friends, family, and coworkers, and just please get this podcast out there, folks at home.
And we will see you
The hell was
next
that?
week. The ghosts have transferred. Bye.
Bye.